to invite our next team is team number 1 from Wesley Girl High School. They're going to share about a project called Greenspire Academy. Please welcome team number 1.
Hello, my name is Naomi.
My name is Amy.
My name is Elisa.
Today we are very excited to introduce Greenspire Academy, a school that is focused on sustainability, innovative design, and student artwork. From our research, we have found that students in schools today need more space to exercise. Another issue is that students are affected by their personal electronics device and their reliance, and even addiction to them. If the learning environment is changed, we feel students will be less reliant on their device and be more dedicated to their education and work more efficiently with focus on well-being. We will use the following points to introduce the internal details of our school.
Now let's introduce our school. First, let me introduce our school floor plan. We have planned not only the teacher building, storeground, but also a field where solar panel can be set. Let's look at all of these in more detail.
First, when you walk into the school gate, you will see the administration building. Inside, you can find the lobbies, and you will have a clear view of the sport ground. In the lobbies, we will display the announcement and student artwork. Students also can take advantage of club practice in the lobbies. Above the lobbies is the administration floor. There are teacher offices inside. As you can see, the seats are bigger than other areas. Teachers will have more space to prepare their work and store their belongings. And in the third floor, we will have a variety style of meeting rooms. School board meeting and conference will be held in here.
Beside the administration building is teacher building. All the student classroom will be here, and we will set up a group working classroom beside the regular classroom to offer students more flexibility for a student workspace.
When you walk into the school gate, you can see the library next to the administrator's building. The first and second floor are reading areas. We have over 100,000 books in our collection. The third floor has computers and self-study rooms, and next to the library is another teaching building. If you keep going, there is the flexible classroom. The first floor is for biology and chemistry. The second floor is for physics and geography. The third floor is for art and biotechnology. The fourth floor is for home economics and music. Students can develop different interests and how-to skills through observation and hands-on work. We will organize at least one diverse class each week. Next is the agriculture field. We will give students the opportunity to learn about agriculture and enable them to understand how much work is required to produce food by farmers and other agriculture specialists, so that they will cherish food more deeply.
Another way we will aim for this is by making sure our school lunch use ingredients that our students have planned. And we will implement composting, so that leftover food can be fertilizer and we can eliminate food waste. Farming and environmentally friendly circulatory system.
Next to the field is our auditorium. Big events will be held here, like club performance and prom. Our auditorium is raised and has 2 levels of seating to accommodate more students. The third area is exhibition hall. We will organize art and cultural exhibitions from time to time, so that students can not only study in school, but also absorb cultural experiences. Next to the auditorium is the eco pool, which is a self-sustaining pond that will naturally clean itself. The pond will allow students to learn through observation and experimentation, and enable them to natural and environmental sciences in an organic manner.
Here is the aesthetic building. Inside, we will have swimming pool, indoor stadium, and a club office. We will aim for offer students self-employment after school hours. The roof of the building will also use solar panel to provide our daily electricity use.
Next to the athletic building is the daily activity building. It caters to the dietary needs of students. And our sewage treatment plant will be set up to treat and reuse water, thereby reducing environmental waste. The outdoor courts will have a volleyball court, tennis court, and basketball court. Students can use the venue according to their interest. We offered a wide variety of sports equipment for students to choose from.
Wow, I really want to play basketball in that new court, and maybe try tennis too.
Right? And I can already imagine our volleyball tournament. Just imagine all the action out there.
Sounds like fun, but hold on. You two are always thinking about sports. Who's going to build all of this? And what material we use to build?
Bricks, cement, wood, or maybe Legos.
Wait, what if we use something more eco-friendly, like rice husk?
Actually, it's not a joke. We can mix rice husk and clinker to make our construction materials.
Wait, rice husks? Like the stuff from harvesting rice?
Yeah, it's a great way to reduce agricultural waste and make our buildings more energy efficiency. Plus, it also can help in solution to reducing the cooling and heating.
And it reduces the need to mine natural sand and gravel, and we will protect the environment.
But is this strong enough? I don't want the classroom to collapse while I'm studying.
Don't worry, the engineers are working on it.
It's all a part of our mission to build a sustainable school that is smart and kind to our planet.
So the students grow the food, help generate power with the stairs, and now we are building out our school out of rice.
Exactly. Greenspire academic helps build a better future.
And now that you understand the material we use to build our school, let me talk more about this. Rice husks can be substituted for sandstone, which is more relatively environmentally friendly. The advantage is reduction of agricultural waste, nature sand and gravel mining, carbon emission, and the improvement of the building material properties. Rice husks can improve the performances of insulation and make our buildings more energy efficiency, reducing the cooling and heating.
Although the material is more environmentally friendly, we would have to take into consideration the impacts caused by the processing of the material, such as energy use and pollution. There is also a question about the material's durability limitations, but with ongoing research, we can make enhancements to improve the processing and lamination, such as the proportion of rice husks in cement.
I believe we will build our school in an environmentally where the sea is in front of our school and the mountains are behind us. We believe they will have betterment for our students. For electricity use, we figure, why can we create power by ourselves? We have created a kinetic STEM stairway that will use sensor installed on staircase. So that energy will be generated when people walk up and down the stairs, and the energy will be converted into electricity. Additionally, I mentioned of our school laid out several buildings will also have solar panel on the rooftop.
Another sustainable choice is to offer our students specialized vehicles. We plan to cooperate with public transportation companies to provide our students with cheaper community fares, so that students will be more willing to use the public transportation. Or residential service. which is the last consideration, so no dormitory is planned at this time.
We hope at every step we can cooperate with local community, so that students can be deeply ingrained inside the community to learn different ways of the world.
Stop, let me show you the monitor screen.
Where is my money?
Security is another important concern for our school. We will balance providing our students safety without violating their privacy. Some camera monitoring will be used in the hallways, and security will prevent people who are not students or faculty from accessing the school. Additionally, we will design anti-slip strips on the floor to prevent students from sleeping on slippery surface on rainy days. And our buildings will also equip with stationary fire extinguishers.
For long-term development, we have some strategies to maintain the original purpose of establishing the school, and also to contribute to the environment. First, we will let our students understand sustainable environment since they were young, and incorporate environmental awareness into education.
Second, we will offer our student learning tools made from material that can be recycled, such as desk and chair, stationery, and recycled paper. Third, the reason why our buildings aren't too high is that we want our students to use their feet to get everywhere in our school, so we won't install elevator. In this way, we can do our best to protect our unique earth. We are very excited to introduce Greenspire to you and look forward to bring this healthy, safety, and happy environment to your community soon. Thank you. You can scan this QR code to take a look for our school.
If you need Wi-Fi, the code is QR code, I'm not sure how to. Okay, I'll give the judges 30 seconds to scan your canvas.
Permission.
Permission required. No.
Just alone. You can write your name inside or some letter, and you can get it.
Does it work?
She also needs my microphone.
You can talk about.
Oh. All the judges are able to see. Okay, maybe we can take a look later.
Sure.
Okay. So, any questions from our judges? 3 questions. Yes. Share with me first. Yes, first.
Oh, sorry. My phone, sorry.
I'm a parent, so I care about the safety part. And in your PPT, you were mentioning about the install camera. And so have you checked with all your classmates? Like everyone saying, yes, I'm happy to have a camera all the time during my study hours.
We won't set the camera in the classroom, just in the hallways.
Okay, thank you.
Privacy issue. Now
mentioned the rice husks, right? And we were worried about the buildings falling in on us, right? Which I'd be nervous too. Do we know how long these last? How durable are these materials? Is there like a time that we have to replace them? And does it come in like a brick form, or is it like a wall? Do we have any? What do these look like?
It's the same as the sandstone, and we plus the clinker, mix it, and you can do like the whole like this. But how long it can use, we are still discussing.
Last questions? Yes.
I just want to say you guys did a great job. Very little words, which is beyond believable that you guys memorize all that stuff. My question is, how much does it cost to? The same as Sherry's question to the group earlier. How much? Like, what's the expected cost to build a school like that?
We didn't calculate it, but I think it won't be too cheap.
Okay.